Hi guys, welcome to Riding with Friends episode 6. I'm going to do a short one this week because literally all I want to talk about is getting attached to a negative emotion, or getting attached to, you know, a negative mindset, and trying to break that so that you can have a bit more of a peaceful day. I didn't get hardly any sleep at all last night because my brain attached itself to some negative points in a conversation with somebody. It just kept playing over in my head, and it took me a while to identify that that was going on, but once I did, there were things that I could then put in place to try and calm it, try and calm it down, or, you know, shut the voices up. So the things I want to talk about, and again, this isn't therapy because I'm not a therapist, I'm not a trained therapist, they're just things that I've learned through my sessions that I could talk about, and hopefully it might help you. So like I say, last night laying in bed, couldn't sleep, mine was going like 1,000 miles an hour, locked into some negative conversation that I'd had, and it took me a while to actually identify that for a start I was actually stuck in this mindset. But once I'd identified it, I could very quickly then start adopting some tactics to try and actually, you know, help. And all I'm going to do now is just impart those tactics onto your good selves. So, wait until we get through these lights first, because I need to concentrate here. That'll do. So, the first one is, firstly you need to identify the fact that you've chased a rabbit. Not easy to do, because quite simply sometimes you don't realise until you're already emotionally entangled in what's going on. But once you have identified, and I can't tell you how you'll identify that, sometimes it just happens, you just realise, oh god no, oh, why am I stuck on this? As soon as you realise that, stop. Think about your circles of influence, and the circles of influence are quite simple. Imagine 3 rings all sat outside each other. The furthest ring on the outside is things that you have absolutely no control over. These are things like, you know, government decisions, banking, people next door, what they want to do, that sort of thing, you know, things that you have no control over, nothing, you're powerless. The next circle in is things that you have some control over, and these might be things like how you bring your kids up, the route you decide to take to work, things that you can control, but not always, because the route might be blocked, you can't go to work that way. But these are things that you can have some control over. And then the middle circle is things that you absolutely have full control over, and that's where this comes in, because that is your mindset, that is your approach. And if you can control that circle of influence, then you're already doing well. So you've identified the negative thoughts, you've identified whether you have full control over your mindset of those thoughts, which you do, and now you can start thinking about let them and let me. Let them basically says that, again, circles of influence, you have no control over what people say or what they do. It's not for you to control that. So let them is basically to say, I have no control over it, let them do what it is they want to do. Whether you perceive it to be right or wrong, your opinion doesn't make something fact, neither does theirs. So let them get on with it. Let me is your opportunity to decide how you're going to deal with that. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to think? What are you going to decide? And that is where you can then take the rest of your day to either be happier or not. Because if you get caught up on something that somebody's done, for example, parked in a disabled space and you need that spot, or your child does, or they've just cut in front of you in the line in Tesco's or whatever, okay, let them. You can't control that, and all you're going to do if you have a go at them is make yourself angry for the rest of the day, and it's not worth it. And let's face it, what's the point in having a rubbish day because of somebody else's selfish actions? You're better than that. You are way better than that. Oh my God, those lights change so quick. It's unbelievable. But anyway, yeah, you're better than that. Don't let somebody else ruin your day just because they're a complete toss bag. So what else have we got then? So we've talked about identifying. So identify what's going on. Understand your circles of influence. Do you have any control over it? And if not, you're better off just walking away. Let them, let me. They're 3 great tools already that can help you, not rise to the occasion, not carry it with you for the rest of the day. And then the 4th and final one is kind of a bonus one really that I want to do here, because if you can do those first 3, then I think you can walk away from most scenarios actually a lot calmer and not ruining the rest of your day or going home and taking it out on family, that sort of stuff. But the last one is kind of linked to if it is your family. So you're married, your girlfriend, whoever it is that you're living with. This is really for partners, not necessarily for your children or anything like that, unless you've got a weird relationship with them. But it's about love languages. Love languages are super important. It's something I never even considered. We get stuck in our own ideals. We get stuck in our own mindset because what we perceive to be right is generally, that's right to us, isn't it? Because it feels right. A prime example is I don't necessarily believe in buying flowers for the wife because I just don't. It's not, I don't know, I just don't see the point. That's not saying it's right or wrong. And I'm sure there'll be people out there now going, oh my God, that's terrible. And there'll be others out there going, yeah, bloody right, mate. What's the point? They'd die anyway after about 5 minutes. And you can't buy love, etc., etc. But love language would teach you that actually, if I'd have spoken to my wife and asked her what lets you know that I love you, like seriously, not just getting some weak ass answer, but what seriously can I do that tells you that I love you? Yeah, that's love language. It's just talking to your partner, find out what it is that they see as defining love and deliver that. Turns out my wife likes flowers. So finding out what that love language means to your partner, and then don't wait until you've had a fucking argument and then do them. Just do them. Just every now and again do them. And it doesn't have to be something that you buy. It doesn't have to be, oh, I've got to take them out for a meal, I've got to buy flowers, or it doesn't have to be something like that. It could just be a hug. It could be something as simple as a hug to that person could mean more to them than anything. So love language, very important. If you can understand love language, then you're halfway towards not letting these arguments or issues start in the first place. And then if you can adopt the identify circles of influence, let them, let me, combined with love language, then you're in a good place. You're in a very, very good place. It's not easy, don't get me wrong, it is not easy. If it was that easy, mental health wouldn't exist. If it was that easy, we wouldn't have arguments. It is not an easy thing to do. It's so easy to get caught up on the negative comments, to feel personally attacked, to believe that whatever's just happened was done deliberately to hurt you, but it is not always the case. In most cases, it's not the case at all. So I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you found something good from that. If you have, great. If you feel that actually you need actual help from trained people, because again, I'm not trained, I'm not qualified. If you think that you need actual help from people, I'll post links down below to BetterHelp and Mental Health Motorbike. They are people that can actually help you if you need it. But yeah, if you have taken anything from this great stuff, please, like and subscribe, stick around for more episodes where I waffle and talk crap again. And yeah, that's a hyper motard in front. I'm on an R3. I am not going to try and keep up with him because that's just daft. He has many more powers. The race is not on, although this Toyota, although it's marked as a Mazda, is doing my head in. So come on, my dude. Sorry, I was ending the episode. You got this far, thanks. Have a nice day, everyone.